Hello and welcome back to Story Behind the Story with me, Glenn Costa, and the panel starting with Bosco Bab George, former DGP of Police, Sauter Bab D'Souza, social activist, Saloni Bhai Bandekar, an accident survivor, Subhash Bab Govekar, journalist. Bosco Bab, you were talking about things have changed drastically, things have not changed. I don't know. Give us. I want to know. Like, I will get back to Sauter with all his psychology background on this behavior, road rage, and is it due to lack of fear or is it just due to this culture change? I know I'm quite sure what Sauter will say, but I'm asking you, like, whether it is because of this lack of fear or the presence of the police, tough presence of the police on the road. What is the reason why things are not slowly, they are spiraling out of control in a way on the roads?
If you're asking from the police point of view,
I will, and then is a goal.
Because
first police and then
you see, the police point of view is without. I'm not making any reference to the DGP, IGP. They are wonderful people.
They're very nice people. Yeah.
They need a clear cut hand. And dealing
backing
with
them, backing them.
And whenever you say, you cannot just oversay, okay, I give the DGP a clear hand. Give him the power to change those cops who are presently who are there within the present system. They need to be not only weeded out, kicked out of this thing. What is this going on? I mean, you remove the person, you put, he comes back to the same person.
Ridiculous.
You know, for people like us, when we see this happening, it's very sad because the uniform that we wore, we are very proud of it.
Of course.
We could assert. You need to assert. If you are going to look on top, then I think we have lost something down the way.
I am asking one thing now. I have also worked under worked under is the wrong word. Worked with previous chief minister. You have worked under like people like Manohar Bab Parrikar. Yeah. I know. You see, Parrikar is somebody probably like me. You could either like him or you could hate him. Yeah. There would be no middle ground. Either I have seen guys on both sides of the spectrum. Yeah. I also have that issue. Yeah. Though I would love to be liked by everybody, but normally people don't. So, but what was it like working under him? Because I have seen, how he's worked on a personal level also. I've got shouted at many times.
Like with him,
maybe you was not the SP at that time. I'm aware of the background, so you tell. No,
the thing is, the honest thing is, when he was CM, honestly, I never got these executive postings, which I myself was reluctant. Although he this thing, because I said some way or the other we would be clashing on this thing. So I preferred to concentrate on anti-corruption.
You were vigilant also.
Yeah. So in anti-corruption, I had a free pass. Nobody never did he ask why, what and all. His only this thing was, if it is the political or any leadership or any senior government official, before you do something, let me be aware so that tomorrow when the press asks me, I should know. I should not be caught on the wrong foot. But otherwise, he never asked me.
But you've gone after a lot of big names.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I remember.
There was never that interference. So you need to have a
non-co you were there.
That was a short term during Mr. Digambar Kamat's time.
That time. Okay.
So, and fortunately, I never had a problem with any of these politicians because they even realized that.
You never listened to them either.
It's not a question of listening to them. With Mr. Parrikar, you could argue back and say, sorry, this is not to be done. Here today, you need the DG needs to be given the powers of the DG, the authority of the DG. Change these persons. Who are they? What is their performance? What are you looking at?
You are spoiling the performance name here by calling it performance. I don't know what it is. Whatever it
is. That's why from the police point of view, this is one thing only. Today everything is so intermingled. The politics also has got mixed up with everything. Nobody knows who's going where, what. I can't imagine the last SC was transferred on a wireless. Can you
The South Goa, that was ridiculous.
See, look at these things happening.
First of all, is that allowed under the law?
No, see, that's okay. Let's not question it whether it can be done or that. If you go by the Supreme Court judgment, that was that the officer has to have a tenure of 2 years. Another thing, the way they are changing inspectors and all. Look, everything is gone for a toss. Where is the police, that authority that is there, that is going on? Anyway, we are on the outside, we are looking at it as to
You
what is
look at
happening.
the people are bearing the brunt of
I
it.
agree. Why? Today I'm also
Thank God you didn't get stabbed on that beach. Because that guy from Mandre Arambol, he was
He moved the beach bed and he was
He was stabbed, no?
Stabbed.
But on the beach only. So this
honestly-
event thing was a much bigger thing than a beach bed. Bosco Bob, you're very lucky.
Let me share with you a secret. Having worked in the northeast, that is in Arunachal Pradesh, over there, whenever they used to always advise me, take a dhow,
yeah.
and go. So I'm prepared with that.
You need better than us, boss. In my vehicle I have. You need to. Sorter Bob,
No, see,
the rage and that culture, this is
recently
what I want to talk about.
number one is our roads. The engineering code has been violated left, right, center. I think the central minister Nitin Gadkari recently said several compromises have been made on the
Huge
national
compromise,
highway
yeah. In
and
Goa
all that.
especially.
Okay, and as Subhash was saying, people are driving, but there are so many places where there are intersections. Okay, every few meters there is an intersection.
Every
for
village.
yeah. And now, as far as what you call that, driving also is an art, and it also requires certain
Skill it requires.
it's a
yeah.
skill.
Others it
Okay.
become like the Pakistan
And
cricket team. Part-time
see
skipper
people-
abroad in Dubai.
No, it is. You see the same thing happening in construction workers and all. Nobody wears safety gear. Working. See, I have worked in front of lathes, machines, and all. I've trained on that. Everything has a safety gear.
Of course.
So, by government imposing helmets or seat belts, it is part of your responsibility when you are handling machinery.
Correct.
Okay, part of your responsibility. Forget the law. It's your responsibility
Absolutely.
to safeguard yourself.
Absolutely.
And because of certain accidents, these norms have come into place. So we have to understand that we should not do things just to please the police or avoid the
And
fines.
nobody does,
It is
yeah.
my spiritual duty when I am using.
Sorter, nobody does. Have you seen?
Okay.
Like they first of all the cops don't check the helmet. You go, no, they know where the cops are. They put the helmet, brrr, then they keep it down. You tell me one thing. First of all, that helmet with that thing hanging down is of no use.
No
You
use.
have to. The cop has to ensure that it's tight.
So this is the same. See, this is what I am telling you. Our education system has failed. Okay, what I learnt in the 3rd standard in Africa about road rules and everything.
We also learn in school.
I am telling you, then SSC student passing out here in Goa will not know.
What are you saying? We also learn the.
What
rules
is right
that
of way, what is all
that,
this. Okay,
yes,
so this is what we have been, see, our money has given us machinery and we are using that like AK-47 everywhere. It's a weapon
Money.
to show my what do you call that, financial status or my status in society. So I bring a BMW or this and I try to impress my girlfriend or anyone and then drive into someone and then call up my family member or my uncle who is very influential and
You don't want
silence
Goans or
everybody.
outsiders?
Goans and see, there is no difference today. Okay, in front of in this culture right now, it's a contagious culture. See, number one is
So why? Because road
No.
rage has been exported
no,
from north
even
to
if I
Goa
want
and Goa also road
even
rage is
if I
there.
want to follow the law, I am forced to compromise on certain things because the next driver, okay, is not following the law. I may not want to drive on the left hand side, but I am forced and pushed out on the left hand side of the road. You see now one bridge is closed. Okay, one bridge is closed and
There's
one
chaos in the bus stand in the night.
now you see the cops. I was just telling Bosco. You see the cops. They are staying at the fag end. All the notices: maintain discipline, lane discipline is put at the fag end. It should start at Sai service.
Obviously.
Okay. All the in the morning, the incoming
This is
buses,
something for Vincent to check.
heavy vehicles. no, the incoming buses are saying they should. You have one bus here, you have one bus here, in between you have some car pushing here. If the bikes start going here, okay, the car pushes here and the taxi fellows are completely brutish. Okay, they don't bother about anything. They are ambassadors of Goa otherwise. Okay, but if you see the behavior of the road, and then the scooters go helter skelter everywhere. And now see, for two-wheeler riders, they are the vulnerable persons. Okay.
But
And
they don't
when you
think
don't
that
keep
the way
safe
they drive,
distance from these two-wheelers, then you say, he came on my way, you push him to the left. Okay, I literally see people, four-wheelers getting jealous. Okay, if you see two-wheelers going, no, suddenly one four-wheeler will start moving to a block there. Then these fellows go this side. Then someone will block here. Okay.
But what about the culture? See the culture. I don't know. See, I've been
no,
driving for many years.
The
but you're
traffic
driving.
cops. The
No,
traffic cops.
forget about the cops. I'm talking about the drivers and riders in Goa. The drivers and riders, that the way they drive has changed. It's become very aggressive.
So
Don't you think?
this year psychology again.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Why?
The child ego is dominating. The adult ego has not. What do you call that?
It's not
taken
reached
over
adult. What
or not
adult you're
reached that
talking about?
stage.
It's not reached.
Okay,
Still
if I am going
adolescent.
to use psychology.
Adolescent. Still adolescent.
We are still children. We are still in. See, we have got. That's what I said. We have got machines. We have got machines, and we are still in a bullock cart cycle. That mentality. So basically, our mentality has not changed. We have got powered vehicles now, but we have come. We are still with the bullock cart mentality on the roads, where there are no rules and regulations at all, and we have got now machines. So that is the main problem. So mentality has not changed. Okay, that is what I am trying to tell you.
Mentality has changed, no? Don't you think?
No,
aggression not become more aggressive.
Even the cops, once they get the job, they stop learning.
No. I don't.
Okay.
I don't agree with you.
I'm telling you this.
No. See, anybody. He's got whatever. He's put so much of pressure and all that, and got into the thing. If you're not allowed to do the job, why will he bother here?
No. See, it's
No.
one
I
thing.
disagree.
For
Sorry
me as a
about
cop, there is a lot of things on internet now. How to do policing and all. You don't need at least for yourself. Okay.
Cops, they know everything.
No.
That's
I know there were some exemplary traffic cops here. Who retired near the customs house and all. How that chap is to control. So you have to innovate.
Yeah, Saloni, what I'm saying, no, now we discuss this. Now my thing is like this. Now I have an issue. Now accidents happen, right? It can happen to anybody. The cops also should realize that they also have families, and they all are not cops.
Yeah.
They're like common people. So tell me one thing. How did you feel? Like, I know that you got shouted at because they said, no, who you called? You called the device P, you called this one, then you got shouted at. That cop has told you. That means, how do you feel when this happened as a common person?
So since I had some good friends,
No, as a person, forget about the friend.
no, that only I'm saying, if they were not there at that time, I would have gone like, no, I'm withdrawing the case, I am staying back.
That's how the numbers of the registration become less, no?
Yes, sir. Because when the police told me that we are not able to trace the car, that was the end of the case. If I would have not contacted someone and found the footage, that was the end of the case. And God knows how many would have suppressed, how many
It's
cases
happening
have
regularly,
suppressed
no?
now.
Probably. I don't know. I'm
So
just saying.
it is because of this. So since I had a good backing, I could go ahead. Now, if I didn't have that, what would have happened was very bad. I was, even after having so much, they were questioning me again and again. So one incident happened in the police station is they got some influential person of the other party. So he started making me understand that no, you have to withdraw the case since you have to go to the court again and again.
Not even among the cops.
No, some other person
another
of the other party.
Influencer.
Okay, just hold this thought. I need to go in for a small break. Now, wow, we have got influencers who are talking bad about Goa. We have talked about influencers about talking bad about Goa. Now we have influencers also trying to get people to withdraw the case by putting pressure on the survivors and the victims. We have to discuss a little further. Keep watching. Welcome back. Yes, Saloni, what you were saying? Influencers.
Yeah, so that other party got someone influence, like he got someone to make me understand
Who,
that
politician?
he was a cop only. He is
I
a
thought
cop.
my next word will be Gunda. No, you said cop before that only.
Yeah,
Because today the Raj is of politicians and Gundas here. Common Goa and common Goans are
This is
all like
because-
bloody Dobyan.
he came and he made me understand that no,
He made you
have-
understand?
meaning
He tried to convince you.
I didn't get convinced, but he was like, na tuka kotak dauche pattale, you have to run to the
Why
court
the cops
again
wanted
and
if they go
again
to court?
this
Because they don't
that.
get a chance to bloody screw up
Yeah.
the case. Sorry.
So I was like, okay, if I would have died on that spot, can you give the compensation of that? So he was like, you take the compensation, whatever you're getting, and go back. Like, so I was like, okay, if I lost my life there, can you give my compensation, like life's compensation? So that time I was like, no. I showed him then what injuries I had got. And he's like, itle zale, okay, no, you, whatever you do is your thing. Then he changed, but he came there to convince me.
No, because you didn't get convinced, he changed
Yeah,
his tune.
he
Otherwise,
changed.
he had
Yeah.
come to
Glenn,
convince
this is
you.
a point. Their cops are only bothered about lowering the statistics,
Yeah.
whether it is even other crimes. So when they go, do you want to complain? You will have to go to court. If something is robbed, you don't file a official this. You file something. If we get recover it out of court, we will give you your things back. You see, and
This
then
is
you-
always happening, but now
and you-
even
then you
heinous
say that-
accidents that this is an issue.
Other-
Small thing, but this type of accident victims are hit and run cases,
Yeah.
which like I don't know the ministers. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to. We don't get personal here, but ministers say no. We are going to take action. Hit and run, rent a cab, whatever. Lasun, masala galun. Very handsome ministers we have. They talk so much about they're going to take much action. This is a
That is
prime
it.
case. Now, see, Saloni is one of our own. So we could see this in front of us. How many Salonis are there? This is like 0.5% or 1% of the population of Goa. How many people are there who are getting hit, run, mangled? I know, and I know guys. I have personally known guys who have, especially these guys from outsiders from North India and whatever. They have banged people, throw them in the gutter, broken their bones, and then called and said, "Malum hai tere ko dikhata hu." Called up Delhi to squash the case. I know this, and this is a direct charge I'm making against the cops. Direct charge. Who is getting the money? Who and what are these people who are in charge? These politicians. What are they doing? Are they ruling Delhi or are they ruling Goa? This is my point. Who are they ruling?
But finally, that sells. Glenn.
That I don't know.
Maybe
Shweta.
the
You
elections.
tell me how it sells.
It sells.
How?
People elect these guys who keep on.
Who
telling-
people are Goans
The
or Delhiites? Who are you talking about?
See, finally, voters
Who Goans?
go. Whoever is registered in Goa,
That was a very diplomatic.
whoever is registered in Goa, these people who lie and brag left, right, and center are successful politicians, and the politicians who will talk sense will be voted out of power in the next election.
How many
They cannot
politicians
win.
you've seen in the past 20 years who talk sense, sort of?
Pardon?
Past
No,
20
there
years,
have
how
been-
many?
There have been
Name
some.
a few.
See, I will not go into any personal
yeah,
names,
yeah.
but
Just give some good guys.
there were.
He's finding it
Okay.
difficult. He's finding it difficult. It's
There
okay.
were- there
So,
were very
Ashish, come on. Yeah, now what I want to know from you, what is happening on the ground? Because from what I see, maybe I am biased. Okay, forget. Throw me out. You go on the roads, right? Go on the roads in the villages of Goa, North Goa, South Goa, whatever Goa. There will be guys, rent-a-cabs, rent-a-bikes. There will be locals with local number plates. They don't have numbers. They're roaming around in shorts, and this is a new style. Like I hope if you can think on me. Like, yeah, this now they will sit on the bike, no, like this. Sorry, yeah.
One leg out.
One leg up like this, and they'll be riding the bike. And then one side there's a phone there like this. You go to the villages, and this happens regularly everywhere. There are no numbers, and then suddenly new style is come, like no headlight. Now tell me one thing. Cameras are there. We are paying 1 crore per camera. We have Goa is number 2 in India GDP. So why can't we put cameras everywhere?
Yes.
And these are Goans, huh? Or I don't know. These are registered Goans, as you call, because in a lot of villages there are no Pogo, persons of Goan origin. Most of them are registered Goans. But these things happen. How do you expect them to follow the rules or to take care of somebody else? You ride like this with your bike. How on a bike, in a car, like you check the phone and the
One
texting on
end
the
is a
bike.
mobile. The guy is even turning out into
Forget car. At least car you have chance, you will kill somebody, you won't die. But whatever the bike, you will die. Yeah. Please, on the ground, what's
So
happening?
one is first of all the goal mentality. Like earlier, I remember like my parents and all. If I even like asked for the bike, like can I take the bike out? That time we didn't have this kind of traffic. Like we used to play on the roads opposite my house. Like it was that this. But that time like there was that fear of parents. Like where they said no, you had to listen. Now it is ulta, like the kids will threaten the parent. You don't give me a bike, I'm not answering my board.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I have friends who have younger brothers and like this is the situation. Like they threaten their parents. And back in the day we would get hit. Now it is like the son will take you to court. It is like
In
that.
Goa?
In Goa.
And you
there are
have parents who
streets.
say, आमच्या भुरग्यापणार हे करूंक मेळोंक ना, आमच्या भुरग्यांक करूं नी.
Yeah.
That
You
is a
have
fault
these
of
parents
parents, that I agree.
So that is one thing. Now, if at home, like it all begins at home initially, right? If at home only you teach your kid like this is what will happen, this is the consequences. Now, one way the government thought of doing this is like you penalize the owner of the car or the parent of the underage child who is riding without a license. I don't know how much effect that will have, but
But his talk about the children threatening the parents is quite a fact. It's now in my own house. In fact, my wife being a teacher, so naturally she teaches. The
she must be
children.
getting lot
So
of
she was
examples.
so when she used to teach my sons and everything. Naturally, as a mother, she would whack them and all, and maybe I never touched them. So then one day the younger fellow tells him, "Actually, Mama, you cannot touch me. We can give a complaint to the police." So she said, "Go tell your father. Then let us
I know, but this is a new style, yeah.
You are emphasizing on child rights. What are the child's responsibilities and duties?
yeah. Today we have a lot of
You have
rights.
citizen
no
rights. What are the citizen
The
duties? and
responsibilities.
everything? Yes.
What are
So
responsibilities?
this is in Goa, which is supposed to be no, it is. I've been rest of India.
No, which Goa? There is a 450 years ruled Portuguese Goa, and there is a 100 years ruled. You will have to now define
Okay,
which Goa you are talking about.
So what I was saying is that now see, Goa is generally the parameters and whatever it is. No, we might say anything because we live here. It is much better than the rest of India. North India is a different ball game. You guys have been to North India. I have worked there. Those guys are something else only. It's not like Goa. It's not like Goa. You go to parts further down that side, Central India is even worse. Like say a girl like Saloni, okay, with this particular dress, if she roams around in Norway, there will be guys staring like this. Now this culture, these are the largest number of people, and not guys, chapri guys, not people on the street. I'm talking about guys in BMs and Mercs, guys with money. The other ones who are more entitled, more dangerous to go are these guys, not these fellows who are on the street who can be handled by the cops very easily, however much pressure they might be under. These top guys, these are the ones. So that culture is coming to Goa.
No, if they can treat women like that, what do they care for other people?
No, it's a culture, it's a mindset.
Okay.
It's a mindset.
Exactly.
So if that culture is coming to Goa, then it is very dangerous.
So everything is a commodity for them.
And you cannot stop it. Goans are going out. Something has to come
It
in.
has to be water, no?
Yeah.
If it's empty somewhere, something
Yeah,
has
yeah,
come.
yeah.
See, this whole thing of basically that is it.
So you- are you
life
saying-
has to go on here.
So are you saying that because Goans are going out, the
No,
accidents
that's
are going
no,
on?
no, no.
No,
It's just one of the things. Just one.
No,
of the things.
yesterday's paper said 81% of the road accidents are on straight roads. So I was just thinking in my mind whether now they're going to make all the roads crooked.
this influx of non-Goans coming in, that culture mixing has been happening, but ultimately we have to ask, like, what are the Goans doing? What are we doing here sitting? Like, we complain a lot, we love to complain.
That is only in bars and balcons.
Yeah,
Not-
but when
not
it-
when
when
it
it-
is-
Outsiders coming until the 80s, outsiders came here from South India.
South
Okay?
India.
South India, I'm talking about Kerala, southern
South
part of
India is a
India,
little
Karnataka, they assimilated into
Yeah,
the
they're very
culture.
different.
They speak Konkani better
West-
than us.
Yes, better than me
Okay?
at least.
What we are seeing now, is
West-
after 2000, what we are seeing, the
2001 too.
migration and the violent and abusive migration that is happening now, they insist that their culture becomes the rule over
It
their
is
way of
central
living.
and north.
This happened after 2000.
I'll just give you one small this thing. And it was a very nice incident where they said in a restaurant there were two guys discussing. So both are North Indians. So one fellow is settled in Goa for say about 15-20 years, and he's telling the other fellow that this is how Goa is, this is the place, this is the church, and these are the things and all. And a Goan sitting, means POG, sitting down over there, he came and he told them, he says, "What are you talking? Who are you?" He says, "I'm a Goan." He says, "Then who I am?" He says, "You're a native." So this is the difference. So this is what we have been reduced to, that we are natives, and those who have come in are already
we may become like the Red Indians.
They are talking like the colonialists. You see, we are natives.
Sorry, Subhash, last minute.
Have to be converted.
But like even on the road, like since our topic was accidents, like on the roads itself,
That
like,
was easy.
like yeah.
Yeah, I got slightly diverted.
But like even on the roads now, normally like if you see a like maybe a tourist and all here in the state, like if you're a Goan and all, he comes to argue with you, a Goan will take a step back. They will back off. They will be like, "किधर फायदा? घराच पचत नहीं काम हमका." That is it. But if this keeps on happening, they know that when they come here next time, they will come with their friends. They'll be like, "अरे कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, आके मैं दिखाता हूँ तेरे को." Then they do it. It becomes like an ego push. It becomes like a show of power. Like, see, you come. This is my Goa now.
And that is generally a very aggressive. See,
Yeah.
these north and central states are pretty aggressive. They have to scramble, come up.
No, they are told when you go in Goa, any Goan tries to act funny with you, you either
No,
draw
they are
a
not
pistol
told.
or
Even
run
in
away.
their own state, they are like that only. Arey, you go to Bihar
If your
and let a
fellow
cop.
Goan is getting beaten on the road,
You go to
Yeah.
Bihar and
You
let a
just
cop
stand.
come and talk to him. The guy probably put out a gun and shoot the cop here.
There's no doubt about that.
at least they should have that fear of locals. At least so like whenever we go somewhere, we traveling by car somewhere, we go in a village, we get scared. Like, okay, have I parked somewhere wrong?
No,
Is this
what you're saying is
someone
correct.
else's
Like
parking place?
a Goan in Goa, he will argue with the police.
Yeah.
But he'll not.
But he
argue with
crosses
police.
the border, and over there he becomes a mouse. He doesn't know how to what to
Yeah.
do. This is what it. That's the only difference. They come here with their own.
Okay. Anyway, guys, this is it's got like, but accidents is the thing, because the mentality, the psychology, the reason why this is happening, and the aggressive behavior of these
Road
people, road rage of these people who are coming in Goa and across the thing, and the Goans and natives, the natives are getting pushed. I don't know whether we are going to become like Red Indians and become extinct or like any of this, but I don't know. This is, see, unless something is done and done fast, unless we want Goa to be Goa, I think we should be little proactive. I don't think it is important for us to come on the streets and create a nuisance and block the roads, but I think there are different ways wherein we can keep Goa as Goa has been for so many years, improve it, make it a better place to live, give more amenities, better roads, better everything. It is possible. Anyway, this is something that for me, because for me this is a continuous series of episodes which we are doing where it is priority Goa. It is priority Goa. I am not saying priority Goans. Goans, it's up to them whether they want to be a part of Goa or not. But it is priority Goa. And we need to do it if we want to keep Goa as it has been, as Goa of my childhood and childhood of our ancestors, and probably keep it for our kids if you want them to remain in Goa. Thank you, and keep watching Glenn Costa on GOA365 Story Behind the Story.